Hello, let's get stuck into another topic. We're stepping into a world where fact blurs into legend. Secret oaths, hidden symbols, and powerful men meeting behind closed doors. From medieval warriors who became bankers to modern societies linked to presidents and power. Let's get stuck in and see if we can figure some of it out. Jerusalem, 1119 AD. The city is tense. The Crusaders have left scars across the land. Pilgrims still travel thousands of miles, and many of them never make it home. 9 knights of a brotherhood lived in poverty, slept in armour, and ate simple food. But they're disciplined, focused, and devout. They set up their headquarters on what was believed to be the site of Solomon's Temple. That detail would echo through history. Within decades, the Templars spread across Europe. They built fortresses, churches, and something far more valuable: trust. Kings began storing their wealth with them. Pilgrims deposit money in one country and withdraw it in another using coded letters. This was revolutionary. Some historians argue this system laid the groundwork for modern banking. They were no longer just warriors, they were financial powerhouses. And then it gets a little darker. King Philip IV of France is deeply in debt to the Templars, and suddenly he turns on them. Friday, October the 13th, 1307, knights are arrested across France at dawn, charged with heresy, idol worship, and secret rituals. Under torture, many confess, but confessions under torture aren't exactly reliable. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, is executed in 1314, and according to legend, as flames rise around him, he shouts a curse, calling both the king and the pope to answer before God within a year. They both die soon after. That moment alone has fueled centuries of speculation. While stationed beneath Solomon's Temple, did the Templars discover something? Ancient texts, religious secrets, or lost artifacts? Some believe the Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Grail, and forbidden knowledge. There's no confirmed evidence of this, but historians admit something strange. They rose to power very quickly, and their downfall equally sudden. So where did they go? Officially, the order was dissolved, but some knights disappeared. Records show movements into places like Scotland and Portugal. In Portugal, they even rebranded as a new order, the Order of Christ. So the question becomes, did they vanish or adapt to live in the shadows? London, 1717. 4 lodges come together, forming what becomes known as the Freemasons. Officially, they were evolved from stonemason guilds, builders of cathedrals, men who understood geometry, structure, and precision, and they kept their trade secrets hidden. Over time, those practical tools became symbols. The primary Freemason symbol, the square and compasses, represents the application of moral and ethical boundaries to life, often with the letter G representing God or geometry at its centre. Derived from medieval stonemason tools, these symbols signify building one's character, integrity, and adherence to virtue. So what does it mean to be a Freemason? Members progress through degrees. Each level reveals more teachings, more symbolism. There are rituals, ceremonies, and oaths. Not sinister by default, but definitely private, and secrecy always invites speculation. This isn't a fringe group. Historically, members include Winston Churchill, US Presidents George Washington and Franklin D. Roosevelt, as well as other political leaders, influential thinkers, and artists like Mozart, whose work even contains Masonic symbolism. In the United States, several founding figures were linked to Freemasonry, so while not controlling the world, they've certainly been close to power. Some Masonic degrees reference knightly orders. Some rituals resemble chivalric traditions, and certain branches explicitly mention the Templars. Historians say there's no direct proven link, but symbolically it feels like a continuation, not necessarily by bloodline, but by idea. The Illuminati, founded in 1776 in Bavaria by Adam Weishaupt, a professor, a thinker, not a warrior and not a king. Their goal was radical for the time: promote reason over religion, challenge authority, and break control of the monarchy. They recruited intellectuals, built a network, and spread quickly. By 1785, the Bavarian government believes that it has eradicated them. They are declared dangerous, and officially they disappear. But this is where the story flips, because once something goes underground, people start imagining what it could have become. Over the years, the Illuminati has become linked to many things, including the French Revolution, global banking systems, and the New World Order. Even symbols like the eye on the dollar bill get pulled into the narrative. None of it is proven, but the idea evolves into something powerful: an invisible elite controlling everything. The Illuminati has become a modern myth engine. It's no longer just a group, it's a symbol of hidden control. The Skull and Bones is a little bit different because this one's real, documented, and still active. Founded in 1832 at Yale University. Each year, a small number of students are chosen, not by application, but by innovation. You don't join, you're selected. The headquarters are known as the Tomb, windowless, private, restricted. Inside, rituals take place. Details are scarce, but accounts suggest personal confessions, symbolic ceremonies, and lifelong loyalty. Some former members have hinted at unusual initiation practices, but the exact details are unclear. Some of its members have gone on to become presidents, Supreme Court justices, business leaders. So while it's not a global conspiracy, it's a network of influence, and that matters. So what's the truth? Did these secret societies start in the light and transition into the shadows? Did they evolve, learning from past mistakes? When you connect all the dots, it's hard to deny. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and tell me, which of these do you think's fact, and which do you think crosses into fiction? I'll see you in the next one.